Whew. What's up, vinyl community? Matt here, back with a Vinyl Finds video. Man, it's hot in here tonight. It's like 60 degrees outside, that's why I've got the hoodie on. But it's so cool outside that my air's not really kicking on. So it's a little warm and toasty in here, but we're gonna do this. We're gonna go for it. Anyway, yeah. I think the last video I walked up and down some steps and was out of breath. Now I'm just hot. Little VC cheer there. All right. Went to the St. Louis Record Show today. I think it was my first show in over a year. I feel like I may have gone to like the January or March one, but I don't think I did. Looking back at my Discogs entries, there's nothing from that time period where I would have added anything to the collection, and that's unusual. So I don't think I've been in over a year. But it was a good time. My friend Landon and I made the trip down. Sam couldn't go today. I think he was out of town. And so Landon, one of my friends from the record store, made the trip down with me. It was a ton of fun. It was a really good show. Good turnout. All the tables were sold out, so it was packed with dealers. There were a lot of people there buying. We got there about 8:30-ish, give or take, maybe a little bit. And we stayed until about 11 o'clock. And it was just packed with people. I caught up with a lot of people that I hadn't seen in a long time. So if you stopped me and talked to me and asked how I was doing or just chatted about records, thank you so much. I seriously appreciate it. I'm not even going to try to name you all because I don't want to leave anybody out. But there were two VC friends, people that do make videos, that I ran into today. Cosmic Brian, always good to see you, man. And Chance, concert buddy. Let's see. He had a sticker. Super cool. I took two, one for my record room and one for my record store. So Chance, I actually bought some stuff from him. He had a table set up. He's trying to raise some money to go to the Austin Record Convention here at the end of October. And I bought a couple things off of him. I was super happy to support him. He said he sold a decent amount of stuff today, so that's always nice. And it was just a really good show. It was good to get back and do some digging. When we left at 11, we hit over to, I think it was about 11:30 when we left the show. We headed over to Vintage Vinyl and hit up the bins there for a little bit and caught up with another friend at Vintage Vinyl. I saw him at the record show, and we kind of, in passing, was like, hey, how's it going? Good. But then at Vintage Vinyl, we actually stopped and got to talk for quite a while in the jazz section. It was a really good conversation, good catching up with him. So shout out there. You know who you are. I appreciate it big time. And this is my entry band for the show, so proof that I was there, and paid the $5 entry fee for early bird. But I'm going to show you everything I bought. I bought a lot of stuff for the record store, and there's some stuff I'm thinking about keeping, and there's 3 records I'm for sure keeping. So we're going to go through these. I have price stickers on them for my record store. These are not the prices necessarily paid. I will tell you what I paid for them, so you can kind of get an idea of how we price records even. So there you go. Mobile Fidelity box set, Miles Davis, Kind of Blue. This is number 11,469. This was a 2015 reissue. It's super clean. I got this from concert buddy himself, Chance. $50 I think is what I paid for it, and $50 is what I'm going to try to get for it in the store. So it's very clean and just a solid box set. That'll be an easy sell probably. This was a pickup at Vintage Vinyl. I paid $4.99 for this vintage. We've got $10 on it. This is the Hollies Evolution. Kind of the Hollies doing light psych, some pop psych. I have a white label promo copy of this record, so this was just too clean, and for $5 I could not leave it behind. This one, also a vintage vinyl grab. I think it was $9.99. Try to get 15 for it in our store. This is Blue Note Jazz, the Horace Silver Quintet. You Gotta Take a Little Love. Pretty terrible cover, but it's Horace Silver and it's on Blue Note, so we tend to do decently on Blue Note stuff, and it's a clean copy. This I picked up from who Sam and I affectionately call Back Corner Guys. I think this was $6, but I got a really good deal from the guys, so it was probably ended up being like $2 or $3. This is Was Not Was, What Up Dog, 80s alternative kind of stuff. We're gonna try to get $7 on it. This is a cool one. Also Back Corner Guys. They had it marked at 10. Probably ended up being $6 or $8 or something like that. This is Indiana Jones and the Temple of Doom soundtrack. It's always fun getting kind of nostalgic movie stuff like this. It's just the score by John Williams. You know, it's not a soundtrack. pardon me, had chili tonight for dinner, and it's fighting back. But anyway, yeah, so it's just the orchestral score for the movie, but pretty cool stuff there. Picked this up at the show. Also from Back Corner Guys. I think they had $20 on it, so it's probably a little bit cheaper, probably 15 to 17 in that range. King Crimson and the Court of the Crimson King. This is a 1983 collector's edition reissue. The Discogs entry says it's a half speed kind of a thing. I don't know about that, but there you go. I'm going to try to get 30 for it. It is like mint. It is a very nice copy of that. I got this from a guy that he was kind of purging his own collection a little bit and said he hadn't been at the record show in years. I think it was at the last one and this one, selling a lot of jazz stuff. He had this record marked at $7. This is Herbie Hancock's Crossings. We're going to try to get 25 for it. This is one, actually, while I was doing dishes tonight, I pulled it up on Spotify and listened to it, and like it quite a bit. I'm getting into that fusion stuff, that early fusion stuff, like the Miles Davis period from like 68, 69 through like the mid-70s. And I want to say this is like early 72, maybe 70 to 72, somewhere in there. I can't remember quite what year it is, but man, this thing freaking rocks. I was really into that one. And another Herbie Hancock that was also marked at $7. This is a 1983 Japanese pressing of Herbie Hancock's Future Shock, which has Rocket on it. It's the opening track. It was a big hit on MTV. When 1983, I think this came out. Famously had a DJ on it. You know, it's kind of that electro funk jazz kind of sound. Yeah, Rocket, it's a well-known Herbie Hancock song. I'm not super into the electro stuff, but this is a really nice, clean copy of that, too. Let's see here. This was $9.99. It's a sealed 1980 Blue Note Horace Silver and Strings play. I have not listened to this, I don't know, but it was sealed. I didn't want to leave it behind for that. You know, you don't come across that kind of stuff very often sealed. This was the other one I bought from Concert Buddy, Old Chance. This is the Grateful Dead from the Mars Hotel. He had $20 on it, and I paid him $20 for it. We don't get a lot of Grateful Dead stuff in the store, and I've got a couple huge Grateful Dead fans, so I think we can get 30 on it pretty easily. So that's a good one. That was a good grab there. Let's see. This one was, they were next to Back Corner Guys, also in the back corner. Had a lot of new stuff. Came across this. It's the music from the motion picture Ocean's 11. This was never issued on LP initially. It, I think, was a 2021 Record Store Day release. Yes, 2021. It's a freaking great soundtrack. This is still sealed. It is on black and red roulette wheel vinyl, limited to 2,500 copies. This was $20. The going rate on Discogs is like 40 and up. So I actually like the soundtrack quite a bit, and it's really tempting to keep this. And I'm going to try not to keep it and try to put that one in the store. But that's a pretty cool one. And look up the vinyl, the color vinyl on that one. It's pretty cool looking. This was another one from that jazz guy. This one is very tempting to keep. I really think I might keep it. This is Miles Davis in a Silent Way. It's a 1970s UK pressing. Hope you can see that there. I want to say he had this at $10. $10 on this, and it's, I mean, just beautiful vinyl. It's on that kind of orange and yellow CBS label, so that's how you know it's a 70s press. But man, this thing's freaking clean, and it's a great record, so that's probably going to be a keeper. Excuse me, my gosh. Beautiful rainy fall day here today. Perfect for chili, but I'm out of Tums. So this was also from Jazz Guy. This was $25. Paid up a little bit for it, but it is Dead Mint, white label promo copy of Chico Hamilton's The Dealer, introducing Mr. Larry Coryell. I listened to this while we ate dinner tonight. It's pretty good. I actually thought I might keep this one when I saw it. It's like, oh man, I like Larry Coryell. It's not quite hitting the sweet spot for me. It's not full on cool jazz like dinner music. It was nice enough for dinner, but I don't know. There's a little bit more going on, but there's not enough going on that I want to keep it. If that makes sense. Like my sweet spot for jazz is like cool jazz, like Kind of Blue or something, or freak out fusion stuff. So like the in between, it can be hit and miss. I think if I kept this, I'd be happy with it, obviously. But for something I might be able to get $40 in the store for, it's probably going to go to the store. And honestly, my friend Brian will probably want to keep it or at least listen to it. He's kind of getting into jazz. This is a record I just discovered tonight I don't own, so this might be staying with me too. A nice, really clean copy of the Beatles' Yellow Submarine. This was $12 from Back Corner Guys, so I probably paid $9 for it. For real, like super clean. And as any record store in America, Beatles are kind of your bread and butter, so I would try to get $25 for it. I would like to just charge $12 for it, but it would sell instantly, and I like to kind of hold on to that stuff. Another $12 markup from the Back Corner Guys. Very clean copy of the Beatles' Abbey Road. I have a nice copy, so luckily this one can just get shot over to the store, and somebody will buy this within less than 2 weeks. It'll be gone, so, everybody loves the Beatles. Maybe not, but you know what I mean. And then my last three are the ones that I'm keeping. I bought this from Greg, my buddy Greg down at the record show. Always brings some crazy heavy hitter stuff, tons of psych, prog, metal, krautrock. Sam, if you're watching, not Sam the psych professor, but Sam from the record show. There was a little debate on the krautrock term down there today, but anyway, that's an inside joke, sorry. Greg had this in the bins, I think it was $55. Pretty much right on the money for it, and right where I wanted it to be. Never seen a copy in person. I've tried to get a couple copies on eBay before. Always lose out on it. This is Boa Constrictor and a Natural Vine. This is on Vanguard. It's a self-titled album. Stupid name, right? Boa Constrictor and a Natural Vine. It's overly long, whatever. But this is some kind of acidic folk psych kind of stuff. There's some real trippy elements on a few songs. Notably, of course, they don't list the songs on the back, so let me check it out here. The Devil and the Ace of Spades is really good. Has some nice trippy tape loops and stuff going on in there. And Don't Try to Hide from the Lightning gets a little freaky deaky. It's probably the longest track on offer. But yeah, there's some it's kind of acidic folk psych, and it's really good, and I love that cover. I like that it kind of looks like it has an OB strip, there, but it's just a part of the cover art. And look at that cover art there. It's just, look this one up and take a look at the details on that one. It's a really good record. Been after it for a long time. I know it from the Endless Trip. It's not in the colored photo sections or anything, but the review in it is really positive. So I always wanted to track that one down and finally got a copy, and I was glad to support Greg today too. So cool stuff there. This was vintage vinyl for $14.99. Alice Coltrane with Strings World Galaxy. It opens with My Favorite Things, and it also has a Love Supreme on there. Take it out, show you the gatefold. So, doing some covers of some John Coltrane things. There you go. I have Journey in Satchidananda, or however you pronounce that record, and I love it. And I'm very excited to really give this a deep dive and give it a listen. It's like free jazz, spiritual jazz, whatever you want to call it, on that Impulse label there. Looking at it in the light now in the record room in the evening, it's VG, if I was to grade it to sell it online just to be conservative, borderline VG plus. It needs a good cleaning for sure, but for $14.99 I couldn't leave that behind. This thing is normally like $45 and up. I was stoked to find that in the bins there. So cool one to add to the small but growing jazz collection. And last but not least, I walked by this guy's bins. He has a ton of great 80s new wave punk and hard rock and metal and stuff. I saw this right away. This is one of the first records I saw at the show. I was like, I don't know, the price he's got on it. I'm kind of hemming and hawing about it. Walked back by, looked at it again. I don't know. After the third time I went by, I picked it up. It's like, I don't think so. I put it down, took 2 steps, and went back. I was like, no, I'm buying it. This is the last record I'm buying of the day at the record show. The prices on their records just keep going up and up and up. This is the first time I've seen an original copy in the wild. It's freaking mint. And with recent events, I think the value is going to keep going up. It's the Smiths. The Queen is dead. I know. What weird timing to find this record, right? But It is super clean. I'll show you here. It's got some very minor wear along the top, but boy howdy, is this thing clean. Look at it there. The record is actually on the turntable. I was listening to it before, so I won't show you the record, but it is beautiful. I may be the first person to ever put a needle onto that record, so super clean. Very glad to get this. I just need a hat full of hollow, and I'm good with my Smiths collection. So I paid $50 for this. It is, you know, that's kind of, I think the average on Discogs is like 45, so paid slightly above average. But again, it's like a top copy, and I think the value is just going to keep going up and up. I didn't find a copy cheaper than like $65 currently listed, so I did not feel bad about that at all, and was super happy to bring some stuff home. You know, keeping 3 records is definitely a change of pace from when I first started going to the record shows, where I would bring home like 30 or 40 records, but you know, spent the same amount of money as I did on those 30 and 40, so not like I'm breaking the bank anymore. I'm just bringing home more quality kind of stuff rather than quantity. Very happy about that. And again, it was just such a good day. A really good day of digging, hanging out with people and talking records and catching up with some people and supporting friends as they sell stuff. And yeah, it was a really good day. And I'm freaking dead tired, so I'm going to go to bed. But thank you guys for watching. Give Cosmic Brian a view over there on his YouTube channel. Subscribe to him, like his videos. Head over to Concert Buddy's YouTube page. Give his stuff a watch. Give him a subscription. Help these guys out. They're local guys to me, and two of the nicest guys you'll meet too. So thank you guys for watching. I appreciate it. We'll let you go. This is long enough now, but we'll see you next time. Bye.